yes. Oh, there's a couple behind us. There he goes. There he goes, right, bitch. That's what happens when my drone gets you, bro. You get blinded. You don't know what's happening. Good evening.
Hello.
And welcome to Buzzy Things with the Jelly Monsters.
Kia ora koutou katoa.
What up?
I'm Bubba.
I am Hooky.
Check this out, baby. They call me Tube Zilla.
And we are the Jelly Monsters. Today on our show, we're going to be talking about the difference between a mouth-to-lung device and a direct lung device. So we're going to give you some information about vaping. We're going to be talking about the new mobile game Call of Duty that just came out. We're also going to be talking a little bit about what we've been up to on the weekend and the week that's gone by, and tasting some delicious, hopefully delicious snacks. We're going to try some snacks, which were picked out for us by Lady Zilla herself. Now, before we get started, I'll give a shout out to my goddaughter, Irina Melissa, and Aotearoa, her sister, and shout out to Hooky's kids.
Yep, shout out to Legend, Horizon, Zion, Zara, and Ziana. Shout out to the We Let That Smoke Flow crew from H-Town.
Shout out to our
local Curs,
Shout
Jay
out to Jay Waz.
and
Our Popo.
Our Popo. Hope you get better soon, my brother. I'll see you soon,
God
very
bless
shortly.
you, El Popo. Hope you get better soon.
Yeah.
You're very Maori at the moment.
Shout out to the Kazi Taina.
Shout out to Barwick's Vape Mart.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout out to
Barwick.
Barwick.
Shout out to the New Zealand Army.
Shout out to Park.
And shout out to all our mothers.
And my family.
Most of
What
them,
up?
anyway.
Most of them.
Right, okay. What's that? Oh, is it you out?
What?
Fucking hammering on your chair. Rightio. Right, so. Okay, there's a shout outs over. Our week in review.
We can review.
What have you been up to, brother?
Wow, I went for a ride to Tolaga Bay today.
Oh, cool.
First time. Yes.
And where is Tolaga Bay?
It's up that way.
Okay, it's on the east coast of New Zealand.
Yes.
You go past Gisborne for about 45 minutes. And what's special about Tolaga Bay other than the people?
There's a long ears wolf.
Can you stop with that? What are you up to?
I don't know. So there's a long
Yeah.
ears wolf.
There's a long ears wolf.
Okay, so it's the longest wharf in the southern hemisphere.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah.
640 meters out that way. From land to the water.
So how long does it take you to walk from one end to the other?
Probably about 5 minutes. Yeah.
5-10 minutes to the end?
Yeah. Good fishing out there too.
Yep. Were many people out there?
Pipers this big. No lies. Very huge, like Kahawai.
Ah.
And there was what was up. They were even jumping out of the bucket. Yeah, bro. They wanted to go home. They didn't want to be cooked.
First time in Tolaga, eh?
Yeah.
What's Tolaga known as to the locals here?
Whoa.
Uawa.
Uawa.
Yeah, they had the Uawa Maori wardens down there. There was a big whānau reunion there that I saw, and there was locals on the beach cooking up lamb's tails. So yeah.
Not my thing.
Nah, I don't eat lamb's tails,
he's
but it was good visual seeing that shit's real. It was good. It was like
Yeah, it's real. It's coastal.
Oh, you never
Nice.
seen it before, Bruce?
no. And then we went for a ride to Kaiti Beach earlier today, and people were down there cooking up lamb's tails as well.
Yeah. You can tell when it's spring in Gizzy because
Lamb tail fires
everywhere stinks of wool.
Yeah,
being
like
burnt.
burnt dreads.
So for those of you that haven't ever eaten lamb's
No,
tails before,
never.
what it is that you get a big metal grate, is typically how you do it. Start a good fire, put the grate on, chuck all the lamb's tails on the grate, and when it's really, really, really burnt, like fucking pungor burnt, you know that big tablecloth paper that you get at the marae's? You rip that shit off, and you grab yourself a lamb's tail, and then you peel away all the burnt wool, and underneath it is a very, very skinny bone.
Does it
Skinny
taste
bone.
nice?
And it goes like that. It does taste nice because it's lamb.
But
And it goes like all the way up, and then you have like a handful of fucking salt. and you dip the fucking half uncooked meat into the salt, and then you and
so
you
it's
gnaw on
nice.
it.
So it's nice.
It's kind of bad. Oh, it's kind of nice.
Nice, but you don't like it.
Well, it's a lot of effort for a little kai. You have to eat a lot of them if you're hungry.
It's a delicacy, though.
I agree. It is
Like
a
sheep's
delicacy.
balls,
Like
eh?
sheep's balls.
Yeah, bro.
But sheep don't
Sheep
have
don't have
balls.
No, ram's ram's thing.
Ram's
Oh,
balls.
yeah.
So yeah, not my thing. Your thing, bro?
No,
Have you had any already?
You grew up in the country, bro. That's
Have you had any this season?
how you. Oh wow. Only one feed because everyone's being stingy and they won't share their lamb's house.
And the other thing that people do here on the coast is they get a whole bunch of bags and bags. You know those big ass wool bags? They get them full ass of lamb's tails and they freeze them so they can eat them all year round.
Wow.
Why?
They don't
Why?
survive past spring with us.
Why?
So what did we get up to this weekend, Bubba?
Oh, let's go to me last. Let's go to me last. bro. Let's go to me
Let's
last.
go.
Oh really?
Zilla, what did you get up to?
Oh,
this
so
weekend,
from
bro?
work going home and sleeping, I just went home and I was playing Call of Duty Mobile.
The bro's illmatic, as always.
He's our
Sick with it.
he's our sickly friend.
Always.
Oh, I'm Bubba. He's the baby.
He's the baby.
So yeah, okay. So what did I get up to on Saturday? Was a really cool day because I got the opportunity to DJ the Te Manu Aotearoa Kaite at the Sound Shell at Awapuni Park here in Gisborne, New Zealand. And there was around about 10 acts that played on the day.
Yep.
And I was the interim DJ, so I did around about 9 sets. And so shout out to the Wiz, who was the MC for the day. You're the man, Wiz. Love you, brother.
Yep. Shout out to Wiz.
Shout out to Jane. She was the stage manager. Now, Jane, I don't know her since before this. She's a local girl, though. And she was a stage manager, so she was running everything on stage, making sure everything was in place. The night before, when they were setting up, she broke her leg. And so she spent the entire day on stage, rolling around on a chair with her foot in a brand new cast and bandages, still pumping, still mahi hard, wahine tō. Shout out to you, Jane.
She used to be a music teacher in London.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've never met her before.
Yeah, no, my brother that I was talking to in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said they used to be my music teacher.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
shout out to you,
she organised all the music events and make sure everything's all in line.
And shout out to Kayla, my former neighbour. She used to live next door, and she's partners with the bro Ants, Anthony Waite. Shout out to yous. Kayla, she's the man. She jumped on with a group who didn't have a drummer, and she drummed away. She studied in Maine, so she's like an all-rounder.
She was a drum tutor too, she was saying, eh?
Yeah, she tutors in drums, and her partner tutors in guitar. And he's one of the dopest guitarists that I know, and even Tyner rates him. So he's pretty good. He's pretty fucking good. But it was an awesome day. I got to play a whole bunch of different sets. My favourite song that I played for everyone because it was a whānau day was a Baby Shark remix.
Yeah, it looked funny on Instagram, bro. It looked funny.
and the kids loved it. The kids loved it.
Yeah,
And,
I was out there in the crowd watching the vibe.
shout out to Anika
Yeah.
Moore. She had the kids all coming up and having a great time.
Yeah.
And the Ukestra. It was a group of really, really old Pākeke who all had ukuleles and they were singing modern songs.
Cosmic
It was really
Cowgirls,
cool.
Cosmic Cowgirls.
Cosmic Cowgirls. They had a song about monsters. Now, although it was a negative song, I spoke to Nigel Marshall. Shout out to Nigel Marshall afterwards, the lead singer of that group, and said, "Hey, we need to do a collaboration."
Yeah.
It was really cool, and they had a musician with them who was he played
Brass.
flute, he played
brass.
ukulele, he played trumpet, a sax. He was the man.
He was the man, and it was funky.
So shout out to the Cosmic Cowgirls, shout out to Mahuika who finished off the day, shout out to the Pines, shout out to the Cuzzy Tynes who got me the gig, who said to Mary Boynton, yeah, I got a Cuzzy who's a mean DJ, and yeah.
Oh, top man.
So yeah, got me the gig, so I was really happy with that. And when I was leaving, Jane said, "Thank you, you were awesome. I thought I was kind of mediocre, had a couple of transition fails, but other than that, it was a pretty fucking mean day. Eh?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Cool to be on a big stage with a massive setup and a sound man and guys who just coming up and saying, hey bro, I'll plug you in and make sure you do this. And it was like, oh,
Yeah, shout out to the crew. They were on.
They were on.
They were mean.
And they fed us, and there was a green room with fruit and everything. And shout out to the Island
yeah.
boys who ate all the food and got told off by their mentor who said, hey, you already had a feed, you fucking hungry little motherfuckers. But they were greedy and ate all the fruit.
Yeah.
And there was 2 big bowls of like already pitted strawberries and bananas and apples. And,
Boxes.
and then we
2
had
boxes
apples,
of
and
fruit.
we had muffins, and we had biscuits, and we had chicken sandwiches, and the Wiz brought back a tray. So much love to you, Wiz.
The water was good too.
I don't think the Wiz was used to actually having a DJ in the breaks. So he's a professional MC, and he's been doing it for 20 plus years, and he's used to being the guy in the gaps. And I can see that a couple of them are sort of like, oh, he doesn't get it, someone needs to tell him. It was like, no, that's all good, I'll just keep up. So I started, when he first started talking in the first break, I was like, yeah, that's how it's going to go. So he's going to speak for like a minute, and then I'm going to get like an 8-minute set. But we were already running behind time, so I kind of got like a 5-minute set, then a 5-minute set, and the bros corridor started getting a bit longer, so I kind of got the nod from Jane, like, play. So I just started playing, but I just had it at half volume. And the bro was talking over the music, and as soon as he stepped away, up went the volume. Shout out to the crowd.
Yeah, shout out to all the locals and everyone that come along.
Because that was happening at the exact same time as the waka were coming in from Tahiti. So there was a lot of stuff going on that day. There's a lot of stuff still going on. Under the East Coast Moon was on last night at the Sound Show as well. My band DZT is playing next week, Saturday. Oh, this Saturday coming up. This Saturday coming up, the 12th at Smash Palace, East by Northeast gig. There's 9 bands playing, and at the end of every set, there's a half-an-hour set. The last song of every set gets professionally videotaped, and then they're gonna also pay for each of those 9 groups to have a bit of a music video made for them outside and use part of that footage from the live performance as well. So we've got to be on. So DZT, Door 0T, Door 02.
Pick the best song you fellas want to do last, brothers.
Yeah, we already have. So it's going to be a dope song which shows all of our talents. It's not something with 1 or 2 of us on it.
Nice.
So shout out to my band DZT. Another group that's a group that started at Te Wananga Aotearoa. Tyner's our tutor. So shout out to you. Salute the general. You're the fucking man, Tynes. And shout out to my band, a bunch of really talented artists. And I'm looking forward to their performance this Saturday. I think it starts at 6. Don't quote me.
Yeah. Check it out. Have a look online.
See you there. Or be
Triangle.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
So that's me.
Yep. Good time, good vibes.
Freaking awesome on Saturday. Yeah. And a decent little bit of coin in my pocket. Thank you.
Nice. Vape.
Now, doesn't matter what I'm vaping on today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be educating you guys today. What do you two know about the difference between a mouth to lung and a direct lung?
Well, we let that smoke flow and have a sickie.
That's actually correct. We let that smoke flow and have a ciggy. So one imitates the feeling of having a cigarette to the best degree that it can, and one is like having
Fat clouds.
a bucket or a bong. So this one will aid you better to quit smoking, and this one won't. Okay? So the difference is this one goes straight to your mouth, and then you inhale it like a cigarette, so it imitates that. And this one,
You let that smoke flow.
straight to the lungs.
Bitch.
Okay? So what I'm vaping on today is Riot Squad Pink Grenade.
Alright,
$35 for 60 mils. This is a 6 mix. It's 6 milligrams of tobacco. Right, so something else you need to know is that there's a difference between a regulated mod and a mechanical mod. This guy hasn't even puffed yet and he's already coughing. I'm sure that happened last week. Did that happen last week? No, you're fucking fired.
Alright.
Right, so
Zero
this one
beats.
here. This one here is a regulated mod, which means that it has a system inside it, a computer system that regulates the temperature, and it can read the ohms and tell you how many puffs you've had, and things like that. That's a regulated mod. This one here is a mechanical mod, which means that it has no computer system. It has no safeguards.
Fuck.
So noobs, don't go to a mechanical mod until you know what you're doing,
Oh, fuck.
and you need to know things about battery safety. You need to know about Ohm's law. You don't need to know everything about them, but you need to know enough to be safe. Because basically what happens is the power of the battery, whatever the battery power is, determines how much power that these coils are going to get. And these coils have a certain ohm level. So when you build this...
What is the ohm level?
So ohm is how much resistance is in the coil. So how much electricity... How much electricity is going into the coil. So how much resistance the coil has to the electricity that's going into it. That's what your ohms are. So you need to learn those things if you're going to have a mechanical mod, because these are dangerous. These are the ones that noobs get and blow their faces up because they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I haven't got one.
And that's why they don't get them.
I
They haven't got one because they're not on that level. And it's not really about being on that level, but it's about don't go there unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So stick to something like this. Stick to the, where's your smock stick and where's your shit? You fellas didn't bring your vapes.
Yeah.
So get something like this, a smock stick, which is only like $65 or $75. And that's really great, a medium beginner level mod. And we'll show you how to use it and you'll leave happy. And you'll be able to blow clouds just like this. I don't want to hit that because I know what's up with that. So if you're thinking of quitting smoking, another thing is that you can be it can be very daunting going into a vape shop. Sort of like the first time you go to a strip club.
I don't know nothing.
You might feel a bit nervous. You might feel like you're not sure what's going on in here. The first time you go to a sex toy store.
Do they have vape sex toy stores?
I've never been to one of those.
It might be like the first time you go to buy your first bra.
Or to buy your partner?
You don't really know.
Some Tampax.
Or you go to
Yeah,
buy buy some tampons for your partner in the supermarket and being a male and all the sort of
And just in there,
feelings that you get.
Which
You
one
go
do
into
we
a
get?
vape store,
Which one do we get?
How
Zilla.
do you know what the size is?
Zilla.
coming
what about
into
the flow?
Bowix.
Is it heavy? Is it super?
Do you get a pad or a tampon?
Coming into Bowix, there's a lot of it's like a candy store. There's like hundreds of juices. There's like 350 plus types of juices,
Yeah.
and I think we need to play monthly now.
Oh.
Oh.
See, that's what you're on about. You're clapping
This
for it.
fella.
This guy's clapping.
You know what? Never mind. You don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I've never had a partner. So when you get into the vape store, you'll see like a whole bunch of different types of juices, and it can be quite daunting. And you see a whole different types of mods. Come to the guys at the counter and tell them, look, I'm looking to quit, and we're going to suggest something like this. Now, if you're not looking to quit and you just want to have fun, then you're going to be looking at something like what he's got over there, which is the smoke stick. So something like this.
You don't even
You're
have to
like-
have nicotine.
You don't even have to have nicotine. You might just want to have it for fun. You just might want to blow O's. You might want to do tricks.
Just want to let the smoke flow.
Just want to let that smoke flow.
Get that taste.
I actually know people that have quit marijuana by vaping, and I know people that have quit crack by vaping. So it is possible to actually satiate the need that you have for blowing big clouds and whatever that you're normally blowing big clouds in by doing it here. With that smoke flow with the vape. It's good for you.
And it's cheaper than a packet of smokes.
I love smoking cigarettes.
Fuck. I feel like
Some
one of
people
these-
are intelligent.
I feel like one of these will last longer than a packet of smoke spray.
Yeah.
Smoking is the funniest thing on earth because, you know, it comes now with a warning saying this will fucking kill you. And we still smoke. Now, I can't talk. I smoked for like nearly 17 years all up.
Yeah, I smoked for almost 10.
Oh, I smoked for 3.
He's a noob. He started smoking as an adult. I don't get it. So, yeah.
It decreases the stress levels.
is what we say.
That's true.
So does.
But we don't do that.
So does playing dice. Rolling a big fucking snake's eyes. Oh, wretched snake's eyes. Oh, snake's eyes again.
That's what pussy's for.
Pussies for playing dice.
Yeah.
Rightio. So that's about vaping. If you need to know any more, feel free to comment in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and all that shit. Snack time! Snack time. What do we got today, Zilla?
I have no idea.
Hit us up, brother.
What do we got, Brett? First off, shout out to Mumsy for getting these.
Shout out to Lady Zilla.
So what do we got? We got crispy seaweed snacks
Crispy seaweed snacks.
I like crispy seaweed.
from BB Go,
Here we go.
#1 Korean food company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Korea.
Yeah, annyeonghaseyo.
Yeah.
How many? How
What
many?
is it?
How many do we have?
One
Hana,
each.
Hana, do, set.
Holy.
Honos days.
Yeah, it's all you Koreans out there, yeah. Let's speak about
Tahi
Korean.
wa toru.
Praise Jesus for these Korean seaweeds.
Okay.
Talk to the people, Bubba.
Well-being
30
Korean
calories.
food, crispy seaweed snacks, a vegetarian snack for kids and everyone. Only 30 calories, a good source of vitamin A. Great taste of Korea. Best before the 21st of the 3rd, 2020. So they're still relevant.
Made out of plastic.
Okay, total fat 2.5 grams, saturated fat 0, trans fat 0. These are pretty much, you can eat 429 packets of these and nothing will happen. It smells like,
Oh, that smells horrible. Oh, what the
Tastes like shrimp.
fuck? It looks like paper.
have you never had these before?
Nah.
I've never had this type, but I've had these before.
Yeah.
Dry seaweed snacks, crispy seaweed snacks.
What else do you use
It's like paper.
seaweed for? Oh, they make sushi.
Sushi! And on the coast and around New Zealand, a lot of Maori, we eat a thing called paringo.
Mm.
Some people call it karingo, some people call it maringo.
Nah, bro. Tastes like shit.
I like it.
Feel free to. Oh my god, that's horrible. Oh. We got these two.
I love Zilla's reactions.
First, fucking. I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
some lamb tails.
Do it,
Do it.
We'll fucking eat a lamb tail.
Oh, eat anything.
We got these as well. Bergen Whites mini cookies.
Bergen bites, mini cookies.
Bergen.
What's a Bergen bite? Oh, is it what? Have you seen the movie Trolls? What is the Bergens?
Oh, cherry bread.
Are they?
It's got peanut butter in it.
Yeah.
I thought it was for people that can't pronounce burger correctly.
Bro, these are disgusting.
Should we go to Burger King?
Should we go do some burgeries?
They smell
Get
like
in
peanut
trouble.
butter. Are these peanut butter flavour?
Yeah, it's all good.
Hold on.
It's like,
Were there bugs on this?
nah, hell no. Well, actually, I don't know because I didn't get it.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, it tastes like biscuit peanuts.
Contains gluten, peanuts.
Okay.
Ha! This is the funny thing. You'll see this on a lot of packaging now. Contains gluten, wheat, and peanuts. May contain peanuts, tree nuts, sesame, and egg.
May contain.
Does
It
it-
may contain peanuts.
Does
even though
it contain these nuts? Look, mix
These
it up,
nuts?
both.
I'll do it.
Oh, bro.
I'll do it.
Nah, hell no.
I'm having
Yeah.
a seaweed burger.
Seaweed Bergen burger. Very nice. Try one, Zilla.
A seaweed Bergen burger.
Do it, Zilla.
Do it, Zilla. Do it, Zilla. Do it, Zilla.
That's actually disgusting. They do not go together very well.
But if you're stoned and got the munchies, anything goes together.
Yeah.
But we don't do stones.
No.
Nah, bro, it's disgusting. That seaweed is disgusting.
You like sushi, brother?
Like sushi?
Oh no, not really, bro.
That's why you don't like that.
Yeah, that's the skin of the fucking red bean.
It's basically what it is, eh? Except it's softer, eh? The other shit.
Thank
Yeah.
God we got Bergen Cookie.
Awesome. Thank you, Lady Zilla. You're the best now, and we love all the snacks. Okay, bro? The seaweed or the cookie?
The cookie.
Seaweed or the cookie?
The suki.
I'm gonna
suki.
say.
I am one.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, the suki.
Well, it depends what you like.
It's the suki from
Whether you
Hooky.
like salty shit.
If you had a gun to your head and they said, choose one.
I'll choose the gun.
Wise choice, kids. When faced with a gun to your head and being able to choose between two things, choose the gun.
Yeah. Choose the gun.
And then take the gun and shoot the person that made you choose.
And then eat it all.
Or
And then eat the cookies.
say, do
and
you
the seaweed.
choose?
You choose, motherfucker. Right. That was awesome. Jelly monsters.
Monsters. Monsters.
So right now, we're just going to talk to you a little bit about Jelly Monster music and what we're about to release for you. First, it's going to be on SoundCloud, and so there's going to be some free available downloads for our music. We have a lot of people asking. And we're just slowly building anticipation.
What does anticipation mean?
It means stay in school past third form, kids. If you're leaving school in intermediate, you shouldn't.
I left school to play spaces. That's why these fellas are just learning how to play spaces.
No, that's why
I
we.
quit that shit
That's why
ages
we
ago.
don't lose. That's why we don't lose.
I never lost. I'm undefeated champion.
That's a lovely accolade. Right. So we're going to talk about how Jelly Monsters sort of started up, and the 2 or 3 songs that led to our continuous efforts to become something. So the story starts with Hooky moving to my house. Tell us about that, bro.
Yeah, I moved in with the bro. He invited me to come and stay with him so we can do some music. Because we both know we're the shit. We're really got to be confident in yourself, kids. Don't ever doubt your fellow selves. You're the best. Be the best you.
Don't ever let your shine shrink.
Don't dim the light.
Don't dim your shine.
Yeah.
Oops.
So yeah, no, come here. I just come out of a long relationship, so me and the brokers here, me and him come up with a song called Without You, Babe. It was a bit of a thing to my ex to say that I'm doing much better without you. Now that I'm not with you.
Yeah, so we collaborated on how the hook would sound, and then I wrote a verse, and we thought the verse was dope enough to repeat it twice.
No, this is without you.
Oh, no, without you. Oh, we both
Yeah.
wrote verses.
Yeah, we both wrote verses.
We co-wrote the hook. We both wrote verses. I took my experiences from a long time ago. He took his experiences from now.
Yeah.
And we wrote about it.
Yeah, that was the first song, but that was before we were Jelly Monsters.
That's before we were Jelly Monsters. We were still Rec Sessions
That was
101.
song number 1.
Mm.
Song number 2,
Song number 2,
the hookup.
the hookup. How did that come about, bro?
I was kicking back one day, listening to this bad beat, and then I just come up with this mean flow. Bro come home from Mahi, and I was that excited about it. I go, bro, are we going to the studio tonight? He goes, no.
He met me
At the door. Excited, because that song is dope. The Z.
That's nice.
The best
Yeah.
one so far.
Yeah, and then he gave me the chop. He said, nah, you're not going nowhere. Hey, if we married, turn up.
Work 7 days a week. Come on, I just got home. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, fucking hell, come on, mate.
But I gave him a listen to it. Shit. It
And
was
then what do we
fire.
do?
We wrote a whole song.
And then what do we do?
Practice it.
And then we went,
Come up with the name.
yes.
Jelly Monsters.
So we actually went to the studio, eh?
No. We did it live. We recorded it on our thing.
I recorded it live on our thing. No,
Oh,
we
no,
didn't come
no.
up with our name until we came back from the studio, though. We came back and we were listening to it, remember?
Yeah.
So he spat the hook to me.
Just play it.
Hold up, far note.
Hold up, Fano. Hey, pause.
It's worth the
Slice.
wait.
This is the new version, though. So yeah. So came home. He asked me, "Are we going to the studio?" I'm like, "No." Spat the hook, and I was like, "Fuck, that's dope." We wrote some shit. Then I'm pretty sure we went to the studio. We recorded it. We came back because it was a Thursday.
Hey, have you got the sound recording of the us talking about it?
Yep, I do. Yep, we should put that on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
So then I went to the studio, we recorded it, we came back and we were buzzing out on how awesome it was. And he was pacing back and forth here on my stage area. I was sitting in my lazy boy and we were just buzzing out on how awesome it was because that's Buzzy Things. And I said to him, "Bro, you know what? Me and you, neither of us can sing very well. But when we sing together, we gel." And he came down off the platform and he was walking in front of me just right here. And he was sparring in the air. And he goes, "Yeah, it's like we're jelly monsters." And in my head, I just went, "Bro, that's who we are. We're the jelly monsters." And then I had a big spiel for about 2 minutes and then I started recording it. And I have the rest of the whakapapa right here on this phone.
Yeah.
Everything that I said, how we're going to be as a business,
So
as an entity.
Just boom. Jelly
We
monsters.
just played dice all over
all over in his mind.
all over the song. All over the song, we're like, jelly, dice. And that's how we were born. And so we started working on some more music. And I had accorded all to the bro and I said, "Hey, I know a dope MC who I know would be really keen to get in on this." And me and Zilla knew each other before, and like we'd already talked about this, and sort of like, "Hey, let's start a group." But the other guys that I had involved wanting to come and start this group weren't as dedicated as I know he was. And I said to him, "He will be completely dedicated, bro, and I know how fucking into this he is." And he said, "Sweet, bring him on in." And then told the bro, "Come to the studio." And that weekend, he wasn't even here. So we came up with another song called Swipe Left.
Beautiful song.
So let's just give you a little sound of the
Which
hook up
happens-
first.
Which happens to be my ex.
Yeah.
So, ex-girlfriends, leave your man
So
to me.
this is the hook up, and then we're going to talk about Swipe Left. So this is a little sneak preview. I reckon
Monsters.
tomorrow, we're going to put some music on SoundCloud tomorrow.
I said, babe, we can hook up any time of the day, baby. 'Cause you're looking kinda hot to me today, baby. And the fuck me look that you give me, baby. We can hook up any time of the day. Hey yo, hop in my ride, let's go. Get a pie and a coke combined. You can dime for four, you can get that money 3 ways. In your PJs, I'm talking these grades. Get your friend 3 ways. I'll get you better than your PJs. You know your sweet ways. Don't get caught up in these deep ways. What do you think? I wanna talk and fuck that shit. I wanna get snaked, I wanna get drunk and make that shit. We wanna be seen, we wanna get caught and fuck that shit. I'll be your beat it up and tap that clear. Your personality goes split in two and have you say, ooh, shit. Say you're single, already got tingles all over you. I'm living a single, already completed all this song. I'll see you later though, got a bit of a way to go. Before you my baby, yo, we been in that pussy.
And I said,
babe, we can hook up any time of the day, baby. 'Cause you're looking kinda hot to me today, baby. Yeah, and the fuck me look that you give me, baby. We can hook up any time of the day.
Damn! We got some fire in them thighs. Let's get wet and capsize like I'm trying to be baptized. Wanna tap that? Let me back that ass up. A chance to give it to you is just too hard to pass. I wanna fuck rough, pull out the weights like a car looking for the boss. Come and get it if you feel like you can handle the beats. Cause I got the goods, they heavy flying if the handles release. I'm in the sticky ass, baby, I can handle with these. I see you with your hand ring, girl, just hand me the keys. Saying you still let them pleasure, right? You're never to do it better. Get you in that stormy weather, feel the wrath of this pressure. When I lay you wait with the laser and in the clip with the straight. Remember that we can hook up any time of the day.
I said, baby,
Woo!
we can hook up any time of the day, baby.
Yo, so that's the hookup, and
Looking kinda hot.
that's actually the second version of the hookup. So we actually wrote that song and recorded it before Zilla was a monster, and before we even had names and shit, straight up, because I was still known as Buzzy, and Buzzy's my nickname, so we've still got other names. I'm still Buzzy, he's still Aces,
Yeah,
he's still Heated Technique. We're
Technique.
still all these things, but
We did
as
that smoke
monsters, we are Hooky, Bubba, and Zilla. Those are our monster names. So, then came Swipe Left. Me and the bro were in the studio, we're listening to some beats. I sort of had a little bit of a concept that I've been writing, and we're sitting there, and then I changed the concept up, and we came up with this song, Swipe Left. And if you know about Tinder, and you know about dating sites, and Badoo, and all that shit, if you don't like something, what do? Swipe left. And if you really fucking can't stand someone, what do?
Block.
Delete.
Delete. So I put that all in the hook, okay? And this is what we came up with. Now, shout out to Kalen Broadway, one of the brothers in my band, DZT. He came into the studio as well that day. We recorded a song called Old Friends as well. And
Beautiful song.
it's a beautiful song as well. And we got him to harmonize over the stuff that we had done because, you know, we're jelly, but we're not fucking singers. And so, let's have a little listen to that one. Swipe left, there we go. This is a message to you.
The reason I've been calling you, cause of all the dumb shit you do. And now you wanna try to talk to me. Swipe left, block delete. The reason I've been calling you, cause of all the dumb shit you do. Now you wanna try to talk to me. Swipe left, block delete.
Remember being special to a special needs, all of other needs, good times, memories, once friends, now enemies. Once you're out of sight, I don't wanna see, I don't wanna read anything from you in my feed. I don't wanna see your DMs, block delete. I thought you knew that we were through and you did me so wrong. As you think that you can still mess with me and try to string me along. Wrong. I will not reply, I ain't gonna lie. I don't wanna repeat any of those times. I am not a sucker, I don't fall for tricks or send your friend requests. You think I don't know best? I'll tell you what, I'm on high alert. I ain't buying shit, you can try again. Try and dial in from a foreign island. When I find out you ain't the reason I've been calling you, cause of all the dumb shit you do. And now you wanna try to talk to me. Swipe left, block delete. The reason I've been calling you, cause of all the dumb shit you do. And now you wanna try to talk to me. Swipe left, block delete. So you wanna get to calling me, talking that shit, stalking me, sending me them stupid messages, friend requests, block delete. Yeah, you wanna get to chillin' out before I got a bit of chick. Now you wanna call, it's a report, pull it to the core, pick your left up, drag it out the door, you had your charm, back it up. End up being shit, I've had enough. Talking that talk, walking that walk, man, I'm moving that. Catch you up, that's what's up. This is what you get for acting up, back it up. You don't get another chance with the boy, ramp it up, ramp it up. You wanna know the reason I ain't been calling you. All the dumb shit you do. Now you wanna try to talk to me. Block to the lead. Reason I ain't been calling you. Cause of all the dumb shit you do. Now you wanna try to talk to me. Swipe left. Block to lead.
Yeah. So shout out to the brother Kalen. He made it sound sweet for us. And yeah, that's for all the brothers out there that are trying to get away from that one that just won't let you go.
Real talk.
And you just need to you need a break. You need a break. So what do? You block that shit, you delete that shit, and then you can't get through.
You find a better bitch.
All the dumb shit you do.
You find someone to make you smile.
Yo, so that's the whakapapa of the Jelly Monsters, the Here Taniwha. That's us.
Yeah.
This is the journey that we're on now. Now we have over 30 songs recorded. We're going for 40 before we release a full album, but we're going to start releasing some songs. We're just going to start dribbling them in there to SoundCloud for free.
Yep.
So you can get downloads and you can start playing them. So when we release them...
We've got backlogs of music too.
We've got backlogs of music too, yeah.
Got solo music as well.
We've got lots of music. We're all working on solo projects as well. So there's lots of stuff that's coming out from the Jelly Monsters, in particular under that banner. And then we have other stuff going on the back burners as well.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in our music, join us on SoundCloud, follow us on SoundCloud, YouTube, follow us everywhere, Twitter, Instagram, all that social media, Facebook.
You'll put a link up on our on this
on the YouTube. So there'll be some links. There already are links there. You can just click on the little banners. It takes you to where everything goes. Every social media we have has links to our other social media. So follow us everywhere and stay tuned because we're going to start releasing the music. And I think maybe at least 2 of those songs will be the first couple that we give to you guys. So you can jam to them. We've got other awesome songs too, like Shine in there. So right now, thank you for listening to that. We're now going to play some static. It's time for Let's Play Some Beats with Hooky so I can eat some shit.
Okay. Well, today...
Very little. Don't judge me.
Don't judge him.
Today.
Tony. Well, earlier I prepared a beat. The bro will be in the end part of the music that I made. Hey, and what is it?
No, we didn't record that.
Didn't we?
No.
I'm sure we were recording
No, we only started. Maybe a little bit. We were playing games.
Did you record it? Everything before?
From the moment that the laptop landed there.
Ah, from when it landed there. Not from, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was recording, I think. Because I prepared the beat while you were playing the game.
This is true.
This is true.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
It is true. So, yeah, I prepared the drum beat. Yeah. Hey. Hey. And then I chose the sample from my oldest song.
What song is it?
I do not know.
If a picture paints 1,000 words, let
If you know the song, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. I just sample shit because it's eerie. And this is what I come up with.
I think it's quite nice. Grew up good, never lived a minute in the hood, but never listened to the rules even if he could. See, he was always beaten and told that he was useless. So with the talent God gave, found the mischief uses. Even though he had it all, his mind was bearing bruises. Spoiled like a bad batch, the Lord's what he abuses. How do you use this energy? Refocus it instead of on the street, straight up smoking hocus pocus sticks. Cooking with the G clicks, he rips the city up, rips the city off. While his family pays the cost, now it's rest in peace to all his little brothers lost in the streets. That's where he meets his needs of family. Now they tight, and they the ones doing all the damaging psychologically. Yo, that's how he does his managing. Apologies get made and the scars remove the bandaging. Now I ain't alone no more. Got this final thing on lockdown. Hope you watch out. chopped up. You can do all the stuff on all the different little doors as well. So if you've got Logic Pro or Ableton or Pro Tools and stuff like that, you can do it on there, but it's not as cool as doing it with your fingers.
No one can do it like I do it because I come up with my own method. Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, original.
Original. Thank you for that, brother.
Who else does that? Nobody but me.
Now, just to finish it off, our last thing that we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about Call of Duty Mobile. Best sound effect. So,
Now that's the drum roll. Monster stuff.
COD. I got card playing dice. So, Call of Duty Mobile is a new game, just came out.
Yep.
How new
I
is
think
it?
it was about last week or something.
About last week or something.
Or something.
Tell us about it, bro, because I only started playing it because you're playing it.
Yeah, I only just started playing it like same time as you.
No, because you were like, who else is playing it on Facebook? And I was like, oh shit, well, what is this game? And then
Yeah, I only started that morning.
you were like level 20 some shit by the time I was
Can't
done.
help that I'm good. Anyway. I don't know. What are you going to talk about? What are you going to say about it?
You're talking about it.
Okay. Is the game you fellas are playing like like Call of Duty?
You
Black
got
Ops?
this.
Is it like
You
Black
got
Ops?
this, Zilla. You
Yeah,
got
bro.
this.
Is it like Black Ops?
Yeah, it's like Black Ops 4. Has
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Battle Royale and all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, bro, it's gangster.
But it's mobile device.
Yeah.
We have that game down here on Xbox.
We had that on
That's
the
exactly
Xbox.
the same as Black Ops 4, bro.
I'm glad he's not just wearing undies under there.
Here you go.
This is the limited edition box
For Black Ops.
for this
Oh.
game. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Call of Duty
The only
Black Ops
thing, I think the only thing that's different is the classes, I think, bro. How like you can't get like the K9 and all that stuff.
Oh, like Axel and all that.
Yeah, bro, all that
Axel
stuff.
and
Oh, like
Ajax.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only
the
thing that's
walling
missing.
and the drop.
Yeah, you just make your own
the
loadouts,
turrets
eh?
and all that.
Yeah, bro.
So you basically just make your own loadouts on this mobile game rather than actually
Yeah.
choosing your class.
It's pretty much Modern Warfare in Black Ops maps.
Yeah, I think what they've done is they've looked at all the different battle royales that are available right now on mobile platform, and they've taken out all the shit that people don't like.
Pretty much, bro. That's what it
They've
looks like.
made it like so super nice and easy to play. The gameplay is smooth, and
If you don't like pressing shooting buttons, it's got automatic shoot.
yeah, which they probably
Automatic
stole
shooting.
from Cyber.
What do you think of that,
Yeah, bro.
kids?
Cyber Hunter.
All you kids out there listening to this, what do you think of that?
Or you kids out there that play me and Bubba and still get hammered.
Yeah.
All you kids on holidays that have entered into any battle royale with us over the last 2 days, you've lost because we've won them all. We've lost one game.
Only one
Only one game.
out of about 100.
Kids don't play that.
And if you're my boss and you're watching this, that's not why I stayed home today. but it is what I did while I was home today. Don't listen to him. He doesn't.
I didn't say nothing.
You don't have to. Boss, I love you. Oh, my boss just left. My other boss.
Oh.
Hey, bro. So, yeah. Call of Duty, it's cool. I've played PUBG, I've played Fortnite
Yeah.
Mobile, played
Cyber Hunter.
Cyber Hunter, played a couple other little dumb, flipping random first-person shooter battle royales.
This is the best so far.
This is the best so far. It's good.
Yeah.
And if you want to play like at a high level, go into the team death matches, into the high death matches because they've got the really good players in there.
Oh, yeah, team deathmatch
But if
is
you
a
just
good-
want to keep owning like we do, well, not if you jump into our game. But,
How got to use their snipering?
I don't think snipers is that important because the
It is in this version.
the sniper is important on team deathmatch.
It shows how good your skill is.
On team deathmatch.
Yeah,
Headshot-
we're talking
headshot-
about battle,
headshot kills.
we're talking about battle royale.
But yeah, the Battle Royale, bro, it's more
You
like...
fly helicopters and jump out of them and then fly down and the helicopter blows up in the air.
Yeah, like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro, kind of like that. Yeah, bro.
So they've taken the best of a whole bunch of games and they've put it all into this mobile version of COD, and it's fucking awesome. So I suggest you download it. It's free to play.
It's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. You know, there's a couple of little improvements.
Oh, yeah, like
There's
the loading
some
bugs.
bugs and shit that are still in it. But I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Right now, I'm going to get sick of it because I don't last very long on these games.
Hey, homie don't play those games, so whatever the thing is on it,
But
I'll
but
give it a
homie
10.
over here is a fucking pro on this sort of shit. So I saw him play it, and he hadn't played for ages, and he plugged this in, and he was doing better than I've ever done. I bought this. Actually, no. Shout out to Jason Allen at Barwicks. He bought this for me because he wanted me to play with him. Not like that. He wanted me to jump into a. He wanted me to jump into a lobby with him and his mates.
Oh, them and his some team death.
Some
match.
tag teaming. And he said, "No, we got you, bro. No, it's all good, bro. Everyone starts new." I couldn't get it. So I suggest if you're a new player, don't play with pros because they make you feel they don't make fun of you.
Yeah, they call you a noob.
They're pretty nice.
They'll fucking put you right
They're
down.
pretty nice, but
They'll screen watch
you're
you.
playing at a fucking high level.
They'll fucking chase you around behind you and laugh at you and stab you with a knife.
Start with the bots.
Start
with the bots.
It's alright. It's
Texas.
Bubba, where's your pacifier?
Here it is.
There it is. Ah, he's better now. He's chucking his toys
Call
at the
of
top.
Duty Mobile, motherfuckers. Download that shit and play with us. Add us on.
Come play with the monsters.
So I'm
But if anyone's got
Buzzy
Mortal
Beats
Kombat
on there.
and wants a jam,
He's
I'm
OG
undefeated.
M10.
OG M10. Add us. And our clan on here is called.
Give me _some_head.
Which is related to shooting people in
In
the
the
head
head. Headshots.
with dice.
Give
Right.
me some head.
So add us, and then we'll kill you because we're monsters. Call of Duty Mobile, that's the new shit. That's what's happening right now. I'm pretty sure every kid that has a phone that's on holiday right now is sitting at their holiday program while everyone's swimming in the ocean going, "Oh, fucking Buzzy Beats killed me again!" That's right.
But they'll be playing Fortnite.
I did kill you again. Favorite gun?
My favorite gun? M4 LG. Oh no, actually RDR. Oh, fuck. LDR or something like that.
Cool. LDR. My favorite gun's the Striker. It is a semi-automatic shotgun, and you can get all the attachments to it. And it's basically back dead.
Favorite main weapon?
You got to be within a certain distance.
Favorite what?
Main weapon?
Mean weapon.
Main.
Mean weapon.
Yeah, like knife or
Oh,
punch.
melee.
Melee. Yeah, whatever.
Melee.
Oh,
yeah,
melee
yeah.
weapon.
Melee.
Yeah.
I like knife.
Yeah, I like knife. It's
Oh,
pretty much
I like
a one
the
shot.
stab.
Did they have that? Did they have that glove that?
Nah,
punch?
bro. Nah.
No.
Oh, I don't know. We haven't got high enough to actually unlock
Oh,
that stuff.
yeah.
I think if you pay for the battle
Yeah,
pass,
it's like 80.
if you pay for the battle pass, you get a whole bunch of different skins and different shit that no one else gets.
Yeah, it's like $60 just for the.
What's your character, man or woman?
They're all men, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you
I
can
haven't
choose
seen,
for
I haven't seen any
female.
woman.
White person or black person?
I think they're
Nah,
all.
mine's
all
covered up.
Yeah, I think mine's got a helmet.
Mine's a black person under a helmet.
A helmet.
Mine's a half cast playing dice.
Nah, good on you, brothers. Hey, information in.
Information in.
Information in.
Keeps you young.
Yep.
Keeps you
Amused.
amused
Yeah.
because we talk to each other while we're playing, and
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
still trying to catch
communication.
up with movies.
communication's really good on it. Communication on Cyber Hunter was subpar. Communication on this is really good, so they fixed that.
Yeah, but this is all in English. Cyber Hunter was like half Jap.
Yeah, all Chinese. So
No
yeah,
offense.
Yeah.
yeah. So download that game, come play with the monsters, or play
Yeah.
against us and show us like, hey, you fellas, all shit out, we'll fucking jump in a royale with you and kill you. Doubt it.
Come play with the monsters.
Doubt it.
Yeah, the Jelly Monsters.
Because we've also got a brother in our. My brother is actually in our clan, and his name. Well, we call him Blacktooth, but his name's
Killer
Killcam.
Cam.
Killcam is on here, and me and him are both old school pro CS:GO players. So
What's CS:GO?
Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Thank you, Vash.
I did not know that. I didn't know. And was you the best in the world?
I was pretty much in every game I play the best in the fucking world.
And it's a true story.
True story, as told by me, who is a compulsive liar. Yo, So that's us, whānau. That's Buzzy Things with the Jelly Monsters. Call of Duty's a Buzzy thing.
Shout out to Elon Musk.
He said
Elon Musk.
He said it right.
Shout out to Elon Musk.
Shout out to Elon Musk.
Yep.
Still waiting on that camera, cuz. I know
Shout
it
out to
takes
the
a couple of
brothers.
weeks.
And that snacks.
Yep. Shout out to Tynes. Shout out to my kids.
Shout
Shout out to my goddaughter.
family.
Shout out to his
Shout out
sister.
to the beautiful
Shout out to her
people.
mother.
Shout out to
Shout out to my
Bubba.
sister.
Shout out to
Shout
the
out to
Spurs.
you.
Love.
Shout out to my cat.
me.
Shout out to the orange tree that we used last week.
Shout out to Tolaga Bay.
Shout out to the fellow who failed my car for warrant.
Shout out to my laptop and
Shout out to
publishing.
you fucking Warren Fairley bastard.
You fucking failing.
Shout out to the
Warren
fine system who thought I hadn't paid the fine and I hadn't because I hadn't paid the fine and then send me a letter saying that I was going to court. Shout out to you.
Shout out to
I
you.
paid it, so fuck you, I'm not going to court.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
you, pay
fuck
me.
you. And fuck you, pay me. Yeah. And shout out to
That local cuz.
shout out to us.
It was. Shout out to
Shout
us.
out to the monsters.
Yeah. Praise
Yeah.
the Lord.
Diablo.
Jesus.
Diablo.
So next week on the Jelly Monsters, I think it's just me and you, bro. You're not hearing?
No, I'm going to Hamilton on Wednesday to go look after our Popo because we are his only family. And yeah, we will have a talk about our Popo and his story after Bubba comes back from my birthday because there's a very interesting story.
Yeah, so in a couple of weekends' time, I'm going to
Yeah.
Hamilton as well.
Yeah.
Which is good because that's my home stomping grounds.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to go back to the H and fucking
Yep.
reconnect with some of those roots there.
Bridge
Yes.
City,
Bridge
Yeah.
City,
Bridge
07.
City,
the hip
07.
hop capital.
Yep.
Yeah. 07
So that's
Cypher.
us. I know next week we haven't actually decided what we're going to talk about. Let's think of something right now.
Let's think of something right now. Oh, fucking shout out to everybody who was commenting on our video too on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes,
Shout out, family.
we appreciate it. Please
I
like,
love you, my kids.
like,
Love you, my
subscribe,
darlings.
follow, comment. We want to hear from you. What do you want us to talk about?
Yeah.
Who do you want us to
Yeah.
talk
Drop
about?
a comment.
Who do you want us to talk about?
Drop a comment in who you want
Ask
to
us
tell us. Yeah.
Ask us some questions. So next week is just me and the bro again. Willie goes over to look after El Popo for a little bit. So kia ora whānau. It's another episode of Buzzy Things with the Jelly Monsters.
Monsters.
I've been Bubba,
I've been Hooky Monster.
And I've been Zilla,
Monster.
and we are
Jelly. Monsters.
Jelly Monsters.
pretty fucked up. most
Pretty
of the
fucked
time.
Oh,
And we are the best at COD Mobile. That's who we are.
We are indeed. And I don't even play it and I'm still the best at it.
Oh, I know what we should talk about next week. Halloween.
Halloween.
It's coming up. What do you got planned for Halloween?
What does Halloween mean?
Halloween. What does it mean in New Zealand? Hey, we'll talk about that. What does it mean in New Zealand? It's an American thing. So, next week, Halloween.
Halloween.
It's a Buzzy thing.
See you
Buzzy
there.
It's the Jelly Monsters.
Jelly Monster.
See you there.
See you there.
See you
True.
there.
And
You
we-
square.
And you.
Yo,
And you.
here we go. And a mechanical mod. This guy hasn't even puffed yet and he's already coughing. I'm sure that happened last week. Did that happen last week? You're fucking fired.
Anyway,
Is a mechanical mod, which means that it has no computer system. It has no safeguards.
Fuck. Here we go.
#1 Korean food company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Korea.
Yeah, annyeonghaseyo.
Nah, bro. Tastes like shit.
I like it.
Feel free to. Oh my god, that's horrible. Oh, bro, that's fucking. I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
some lamb tails.
So this is the funny thing. You'll see this on a lot of packaging now. Contains gluten, wheat, and peanuts. May contain peanuts.
Like salty shit.
If you had a gun to your head and they said, choose one.
I'll choose the gun.
Wise choice, kids.
Just. Boom. Jelly
We
Monster.
just played dice all over
All over in his
all
mind.
over the song. All over the song, we're like, bladder.
Now you wanna try to talk to me. Swipe left.
So Out here, people call me the Viper. My favorite gun and card, Striker. Especially with the silencer. Because it goes shoo before I kill you. Before I kill you. Before I kill you.
You
Start
laugh
with
at
the
you,
bots.
stab you with a knife.
Start with the
You know.
bots.
It's
Start
alright.
with the bots.
It's alright. It's
Texas.
Bubba, we should pacify.
Here it is.
Jesus, have your hand on our beautiful sisters as we praise them unto you.
Thank the Lord. Praise Jesus.
Praise
Thank you, Lord, for these beautiful creatures. Thank the Lord. Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus.
Thank you, Lord, for these beautiful creatures.
Hallelujah.
Thank the Lord. Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus.
Thank you, Lord, for these
Beautiful creatures. Monsters.